Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Vanilla Plus with your host Hardtruck1. Hello everyone, I'm back. Sorry for the delay in videos. Tuesday came around and I wasn't feeling it, and which is now yesterday, which was Wednesday. I just had some issues with updates and stuff that had to be done, but I'm back now and kind of continuing where we left off. We got I think in last episode I was telling you how this machine right here worked, which is called the harvester from MineCraft Reloaded. And as you can see, it harvests quite a large area. If I bring out this what is called a precision sledgehammer, which is kind of weird, you can see that in this colored area is how far the reach is for that machine. So as you can see, we got a little bit of terraforming to do, because it does stretch out there quite a distance. And what allows that, we just touch bases on that again. Come on, switch. Inside this machine, you have a slot right here which is for upgrades, and as you can see, I've got a diamond upgrade in here, which I'll show you the recipe right here from NEI. This is how you make it. It's just a diamond, raw plastic, couple of redstone, and a golden nugget to make one of these. I gotta make a second one to go on a planter, so that way I can have the same amount of coverage with this. But anyway, I think what we're going to do right now is I need to look and see. Yeah, Brendel, whatever. Brendel's my cat. She's a little annoying. We're gonna take a look and see what else I need. As you can see, the other item that's sitting out there is basically a small generator, a coal generator, from Extra Utilities. It's called a survivalist generator, which is basically, essentially, it's just a small generator. Okay, so I have those. Alright, let me see what it would take to make the planter. Pistons and flower pot. Or flower pots and piston. And that we could actually make that right now. I gotta go find some clay. I don't think I have any clay. And this river might not be a good... Well, I have a little area right there. That might actually be a good place to get some... Let's just go out here and get some right now. And unfortunately, I'm still playing on the same broken computer. Oh yeah, there's some clay right there. We only need 2. I think I dug that piece of dirt out. What do you think? We can place it back because we don't need it. We got plenty of dirt. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Anyway, where are we going? That way. So anyway, we'll take and go throw 6 of these in the furnace. I will, however, need to figure out how to run power from the survivalist generator over to the planter. Another thing I'll need to figure, see what if I can do is to run item. Excuse me. To run item ducts to it as well. To run item, well, essentially there's item pipes in there. Oh, cool. So we got that. We need one of those. Do we have any fuel? Yes, you do. I'm just going to do 6. I know that's a waste of coal, just to do 6, but I only need, I don't need very much more. Pardon me, one more. Sorry for that again. What is this? This is, oh, red net energy cable. Oh, okay. How do you make that? Whoop. Okay. Plastic pipe. Okay. Huh. Huh, is right, dude. Weird. Okay, so we got red stone and plastic. Okay. Might go that route, then. Because the other ones I was thinking about, they're called well, part of it's called nodes, and I don't know why I'm going that way. Really have no idea why I'm going that way. Okay. Do we have any more? Okay, nope, we do not have any more. Oh yeah, we do, right there. Okay, rubber. Okay. Alright, but let me get this planter made up really quickly. Oh, hold on. We gotta have, what do we gotta have? We gotta have an iron ingot, which I gotta smelt one of these for. I'm gonna go see if I got any more redstone. Yeah, I guess I could walk out there really quickly. Yeah, I built the entrance to this other building outside. For those that, if you're just joining me on this video or don't understand, this is, oh, okay, I do have redstone. Okay. I have the entrance to this building on the outside of the fence. Come on, find the door. Go. Really? Quit. And the reason why I have it on the outside of the fence is so that way this guy, this villager, won't go in that door, and everything. But not only that, but then that allows me to use a regular door on that instead of a iron door. Alright. Let's grab the iron out of here. Hold on. Sorry for that. My throat is just I don't think it's fully recovered from my thing. So bear with me. It kind of be pausing and stuff here every once in a while. I'm sorry if you can hear me burping and stuff. I did the mistake of just eating before I started recording. Okay, so we're gonna cook up some more rubber. We're gonna make another one of these upgrades. I think I have enough diamonds. Just if I go look in the other storage bins, I think I have enough diamonds to make one more upgrade, which would be just nice because then we could have that whole area covered. Because default, the planter, by default, all of these machines have a default size that they can do. Some can be upgraded, like the harvester and the planter here, for larger areas. Others, they are basically just a standard. That's what you get. So like for instance, where's it at? Oh, this is a good example. The breeder here. What this machine does is, within a 5x5 area, if you have like 2 sheep or 2 cows or anything, as long as you have two of any animal within the range of this that machine, it will actually feed the animals constantly at their end of their time cycles. So you could have this thing just go hog wild as long as you keep it fed with wheat. But other machines, and that machine does not have it does not have the slot here to that one does not have the slot here to change its radius. It's always a 5x5 grid. However, like I said, the harvester here and this planter, they always start off with a 3x3, and then depending on which upgrade you put in, you can either increase its range or you can decrease its range by 1. So that makes it in such a way that instead of having a 3x3, it'll be this block right here in front, and it'll only concentrate on this block right here. However, we're trying to do like a wheat and other things farm here and have it automatic. We want it bigger, so I opt for the diamond upgrade here, which increases the radius by 9, and that's 9 over top of what it already has. I know, confusing, right? but that's how I figured out how to work the harvester. Excuse me while I go through some chests. Let's see. Oh, yes, cool. We have 3 diamonds. I should make a pick, but I'll probably find some more diamonds after a while. I'm thinking that my computer can handle. It handles this world, okay, and it handles these mods. Another mod that I think it might be able to handle, and that is computer craft. So I can have the turtles, and I think I'm going to use the turtles to just like mine me an area to do. Oh, you know what? I forgot to grab the. Oh, close that door so that way Mr. Villager does not get out. I was kind of noticing my computer was getting hot while I was playing other games, and I kind of set up an old. I can't run the fan while I'm recording, or otherwise you could hear it. You'll be able to hear it. But I went and got one of those large area fans that I had, and set it up underneath the. Pardon me for belching in your ear. But anyway, I set it up under one of those. I set one of those large area fans up underneath my computer to blow cool air on it when I'm not recording, and it seems to be doing the trick. I've noticed a definite difference in the performance of it. Alright, so now that we have that upgrade, we need to go find the center of of this. So what we need to do is we need to have our hammer here, and what we need to do is we need to count how many squares out to the very end of this it is. Sometimes what I like to do is take a block that is easily removable like that and go, okay, so I can go, so if I go out here and look, alright, so here, right here is where it stops. So I'm going to build this up to that. I think we go up twice, and that should be yeah, that's it. That's where the end of it is. So now I'll go over here, since I have that, and go I'll go like this. So I have 35 in my hand. Much further, a little further. Okay, to that block is where it's at. We'll make sure there's no extras. Nope. Okay, so we started with 35, we are down to 14. So that tells me it is 16. It is 16 out to there. Because if you take 35 and subtract 14, if my math is correct, so 35 subtract 14. Leaves me with 21. Oh yeah, okay. So my math was off. So that leaves me with 21. So now if we divide that in 2, that leaves us with this 10.5. So basically, the 11th block from each direction. Let's go sleep real quick. I wonder why this guy comes out here all the time. I think what's interesting with the villagers is, watch, he'll stand over there all night. Now granted, I'm in 1.7.10 and I'm not sure if this bug was fixed at a later date, but he'll stand right there all night because he's so close to that door over there that his pathfinding will make him go to that door. You watch when it gets really dark. Okay, we already got monsters spawning. See? Oh no. Okay, never mind. Are you actually going to go? Yep, and guess what? He went to the nearest door, which is mine. Anyway, I was noticing in like 1.6 that villagers were really weird. Even though there was a fence around the thing, I gotta sleep because the monsters are causing a lot of lag on my computer. Okay, but anyway, I was noticing that if there was a fence around a village, okay, and let's say you had one of these buildings, one of the original buildings roped off from, I say roped off, but fenced off, basically, from the rest of the village. If the villagers were closer to that building, say it's kind of like this, say I have the fence coming up here, and then the fence around like that. So if the fence, let's say the fence cut them off here, and they would come and stand right here, just because that's where the path wandering went. Okay, but say it got dark, just like it did a few minutes ago, they would automatically try to pathfind to that door over there, not that door, because that's how close, that's the closest one. They would literally stand here all night trying to get to that door, even though there was an object in their way that prevented them from going that way. They would still literally try to pathfind to that door. And I guess in this version that I'm playing in, 1.7, I guess that's changed, but I just kind of thought that was interesting. I've been playing Minecraft since well, ever since 1.6 actually came out. I didn't have it before then, I don't think. No, I don't think so. Anyway, so back to our project. So if this is actually 21 blocks, really, that doesn't seem like. I did start with 30. Okay. Well, we'll see if the math is correct. So if that's the case, if this is 21 blocks out to there, then half of that is 10.11 or 10.5. So basically, if we count to the 11th one, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's saying that this right here is the 1. So if I go 1, 2, whoa, that can't do that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah, okay. Alrighty then. Okay, so this block we want to pull up, and we want to pull that block up. We can hop down in here for a second, because we'll put the planter right there. Now the reason why I dug down one is because this is where we're going to have the thing, and this the planter is really different. The planter is made in such a way that you could put once inside this you have an inventory slot. You have the same power work and idle bars as the harvester does, except for what this does is it has an extra interface here. This is a filter. So basically in general what this does, I'm not gonna go on too much with it, is your seed items, and this does either saplings or it can do it can do seeds and it can do saplings as well. Not sure about these saplings. Regular rubber sapling, I know. This one I don't. But anyway, not important. What is important is basically, so you can have all types of seeds in here, and what it will do is it will plant whatever anywhere, as long as it's within this as long as it's within this. Now you see this has a different color highlighter, and as you can see, like I said, it's only a 3x3 area around the planter. And the reason why it's down 1 lower than the block is because if I had it up surface, if I had that machine flush with the surface, this green color box that you would get would actually be up here where my head would be, because this is set up in such a way that it will plant 1 block higher, or actually 2 blocks higher than where it is set, so that way you can actually come up here and essentially do that, and it will continue the plant. Personally, I don't like doing that. I don't like covering this, because then I don't know where it's at. I always have to look and have to figure out where it's at. So I just leave it undone. You could also put a block of water over the top of this. Doesn't matter. This acts like another block, so you could put a block of water on top, or just leave it open, or whatever. So the second thing over here is the filter. Now, let's say I want several different crops in here. I don't want just seeds to be planted. Of course, then again, if I don't have enough, if that's all you want is just one type of crop, then you don't have to use this. You just put the seeds in here, it'll plant, and if you set it up the way I'm going to set it up, it will just basically continue to harvest and harvest and replant, harvest and replant, harvest and replant, as long as we keep that little jewel right there fed, the little generator. But let's say you wanted let's say you wanted several different types of crops in here. So what you would do is you would take your seed, and this interface corresponds with the colors that are on the corners of this. So red, which is right here, is right there. And what that does is it breaks the entire, well, let me do it this way with this little 3x3 area to make it a little more understandable. So each one of these colors represents a corner of this. So red equals that block, light blue equals that block, purple equals that block, such and such and so on, with gray representing the center here. Okay, so let's say I wanted seeds to be planted in red, yellow, and green only. Okay, and I wanted some other crop like potatoes, carrots, whatever in the others. So what would happen is the planter will only plant in those designated areas seeds. Now the only thing is the whole filter has to have something in it, you know, like that. Let's say you only wanted seeds to plant in those three, you don't want anything else to plant in these, or you have something else in these. Okay, so the seeds, the wheat seeds would be planted in those 3 blocks, nothing else would be planted in these other 6. Okay, well, I did not realize I took a whole day explaining that, but anyway, essentially that's what the filter does. And then if you only want one type of crop, which is probably what we'll do at the moment, or maybe not, maybe I might set it up off camera so that way I can get it done. I can get that done so we can go off and do other things. What in the world am I laying in? Oh, my head was in that thing. Weird. Dude, get out of my way. Or do that. Whatever. So, yeah. So anyway, that's how that's going to go. So, that's how that works. For what we're going to do right now is we're just going to... we're only going to have one crop, so we don't need these in here. And to get rid of the filter, you just left click on it. You can either left or right click on it to get rid of it. But to set the filter, you actually have to have what you want filtered, and then it sets it in there. And then, like, if this had power right now, it would just plant all of this. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in the upgrade. Now, if the math, I'm just going to say the math was correct on where the placement is. When I put the precision sledgehammer in my hand, both overlays should be perfectly aligned to each other. Aha, they are. See how now they're both overlapping? They have a different color. So this is how you can tell. Not only can you tell visually that they're lining up correctly because they're on the same blocks. What a cool thing is in MineCraft Reload is they have it in such a way that if both sides, if both the harvester and the planter are lining up correctly, they will actually combine their highlight colors and you will get a completely different color. And that color, I believe, is random. Because I've had some of them where the harvester here is like, I don't know, it's like black or something. And I've had the planter where it's like blue or green, and it makes a really dark color. And to demonstrate that, if I right click with the precision sledgehammer on this block, on this harvester, it will rotate it. So if I right click, now you see how since the harvester is now facing this direction, the color, and see where the color, the shade is that's not connected correctly compared to that. So now if I flip this around, up, see, it's changed color. It's made the color correct. So anyway, so that's how I line those up. I mean, you could do other things like count each individual block and then do that. I just I like doing it this way because it's a lot faster. So but you don't have to do it that way. You can do it like I said, you can do it any way that you would like to do it. Well, I think I've jumbled around on this a lot. I may do the terraforming and stuff off camera. Get this area all set up. I might even dig out where I need to run these cables and stuff. I think what we're gonna do is, since the survivalist generator sitting next to this will run this directly, I will set it up in such a way that we'll just connect the wires from the generator itself to the planter, and then the item decks the item things will have to figure out just how to do that. But anyway, I think my episode's been running. Whoop, that's the wrong button. I hate that button. Okay. Well, anyway, for me and the sheep. Hi, sheep. Quit looking at me. You look very, very, very peculiar up there. Whoa, he tried to murder me. Bad sheep. Whatever. Anyway, I'm Hardtruck1. This is MineCraft Vanilla Plus, and that's a sheep that won't hush. Anyway, we'll see you later. Okay, no, that didn't sound right. Okay, I've been Hardtruck1. That's a sheep. This is MineCraft. And we'll see you in the next video. So, take care and laters.